Hello, I am the Financial Aid Coordinator at Carroll College. My name is Lara Thomas, and I have worked in the Financial Aid Office for approximately 4 years. And prior to that, I worked in the student loan industry for 25 years. I am responsible for updating the Carroll College scholarship pages for incoming students and our general scholarship resource page. The scholarship search is a significant undertaking. It is not something that you can just accomplish on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon. You must treat it as a part-time job. Look at it like working 15 to 20 hours per week. Partner up with a friend or have your parents assist you in this undertaking. Let each other know about new scholarships that you may have read about and remind each other of the deadlines. Check each other's essay work. Check it for completeness, grammar, and clarity of writing, sometimes being on the other side of editing and proofreading makes you a better writer. We have a scholarship toolkit. The link is at www.carroll.edu. Scholarships, new students, scholarships general. Also, here are some suggestions. Create a separate email for your scholarship search. You may get a lot of spam and you don't want to clog up your own personal email. Do not pay to apply for a scholarship and do not apply out of country for a scholarship. Apply to every scholarship which you are eligible for. Sometimes smaller amounts are less competitive and might be easier to win. Be committed and be in it to win it. Start early with your scholarship search and make sure that you partner up with some folks that can assist you. Also, check out your eligibility criteria. Some are specific to your undergraduate major or a career that you may be looking at. Some are for in-state only, or some can be in or out of state. Some will ask for academic achievement. Some will look at your grade level. And they'll also may look at your income status or the region in which you live. Here are some tips for applying for scholarships. Make sure your deadlines are clear, whether it is a postmarked or a receive date. Make sure that you answer all of the questions, including any optional questions that may be asked. Be aware of your word count. 500 words or less can sometimes be the normal amount that the scholarships are looking for your essays. Make sure that you put the required documents in your application packet and that you have signed it, and just make sure that you start early and submit your application packet early. You don't want to submit it on the day prior to the deadline date. Answer the essay question clearly. Read the question carefully, list out the main points, and then review the main points again. Consider starting with a descriptive personal story that describes a specific example. Craft an outline from the points that you've listed and write with a level of detail and personal description. This will help paint a clear picture to your audience and understand your message. Think about your personal stories that you could share to support your response and make it your own. Be original. Think, if you were the reader, what would you be looking for? Your essay should have a moment of revelation. What did you learn from this experience? Tell your story in context of the application. When tackling an issue, make it personal and show your perspective. It's all in the details, and find your passion and interest, and make sure you list your lessons that you have learned. The opening paragraph of your paper will provide your readers with their initial impression of your work, your writing style, and the introduction should capture your readers' interests. Make them want to read the rest of the paper. An example would be, my most proud accomplishment is being a leader at my school, or maybe at my job and in my community. Spend most of your time here at your introduction, create a first impression, have an intention grabber, and make it the roadmap for the rest of your essay. Capture your reader's interests and make sure that you are straightforward and confident. If you need to, take a break and come back for your essay and review it. Maybe walk away for a moment, come back and review the essay. Does it make sense to you? Does it hold your interest? Does it include all the information and the eligibility criteria? Make sure you use spell check, edit the document, or have someone else edit for you. Proofread it, and if possible, read it aloud so that it makes sense. Recommendation letters. Recommendation letters should not be done within one day of the application deadline. Sometimes you may want to give the person who is providing the recommendation letter 3 weeks to a month. Set up a meeting, maybe face-to-face, so that you can discuss what you want highlighted in your recommendation letter. Or email, and we do have a request letter in the toolkit that we have on our general scholarship page. And after you've received the letter of recommendation, follow up with a thank you note. So again, give plenty of time. One day is not enough. Make the job easy as possible for them. Supply them with a resume of your activities, your volunteer involvement, and accomplishments. It is important that the person providing the recommendation has a good understanding of your academic history, interests, goals, and direction. Make sure that he or she has written explanation of the topics that you would like to have covered in the application. Provide a copy of one of your scholarship essays so the reader has a sense of your approach to the application process and gains a bit more insight into your life. And again, make sure you write a note of appreciation. Ask around at financial aid offices when visiting either colleges or universities. Check with your counselors and your teachers. Learn from past winners. Profiles of the winners and what they are looking for can sometimes be viewed on the scholarship websites. Look at the traits of the essays of previous winners. Does it capture the distinct voice of the writer? Does it forge a connection between the reader and the writer? Look for creativity and take some risks. And don't forget to be descriptive in your essay. So get organized. Use our scholarship toolkit, and we have a tracker sheet that you can use in there, a scholarship resume, some tips for letters of recommendation, and a request for letter of a recommendation form. Some other resources again to highlight are the High School Career Center, civic organizations, your parent's employer, Carroll College's general scholarship page, and also the scholarship search engines that are available to you on the web. If you have any questions, please contact the Carroll College Financial Aid Office. Our email address is fao@carroll.edu. Thank you.